Hi guys, my name is Ben Gardner and I am a part of a new group known as Toxicity, and I am basically the media kind of podcasting end of Toxicity, and we are right now, I'll tell you what we are. We are basically a group that is trying to lower the amount of garbage that the United States is creating and lowering the amount of pollution, therefore helping the environment. We're a very environmentalist group, and I'm just kind of trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get the people on my side, trying to show you guys why it's better to not use as much trash, both for you, for your family, for your future family. And I'm going to do this as a series of 3 episodes. One will be focused on what the media does in terms of the garbage problem and the environmental problem as a whole. Then what the government does to help tax credits wise, and what they do to promote good using in terms of garbage and energy efficiency. And the third one I'm going to focus on is what corporations do and what their contributions to this environmental problem is. So today I think I'm going to focus on governmental tax benefits, because I'm sure this impacts most of you financially along with environmentally. So I'm just going to run off the numbers, show you my information, show you what you think you can do about it, different things you can do, what we'll be doing. And basically, it's just going to give you a good idea of what toxicity is all about. So I'm sure many of you know government gives tax benefits for clean energy that is efficient. For residential tax benefits, the following are what the government gives up to $1,500 for. They give it for biomass stoves, which is getting fuel from agricultural crops and trees. Heating and air, which is using current air, such as heated air, and then using a fan to make it cool for efficient air conditioning. Insulation, metal and asphalt roofs, and energy-efficient windows, doors, and skylights that can reduce energy costs. Now, the below chart, I have a chart here. I'm sorry, not below chart. We have a chart right here that displays different types of energy, green energy, that the government gives tax benefits for, both residentially and being a business. And there are many different ones, such as solar thermal energy, photovoltaics, landfill gas, wind, biomass, etc. But one new energy from waste, which is essentially taking your garbage and turning it into energy, is not a current tax benefit. And despite this, the fact that it is very efficient and will lower your costs for electric bills, they do not give you a tax credit for it. So this is the government right here. The guys that rule us is not giving us a tax benefit for using a waste, which is a problem for everybody, efficiently as energy source. Now, this is a problem. If you ask me, if you ask any environmentalist, people should be promoted to use the energy and the waste that they have in a efficient way to use energy. That's 2 in 1. That's solving the energy problem and the garbage problem, and it's helping the environment. Now, this is all important things which I think you as people should really seriously look into. Look into the numbers. Look into your financial problems. As I'll go over right now, their government should be giving you a tax benefit, should be encouraging you to use energy from waste. They shouldn't be deterring you by not giving you a tax benefit. They should be giving you a tax benefit, tell you why it's more efficient, and make you want to do it, because it lowers the governmental problem of too much trash and your problem of using it. Now, this is another governmental garbage problem. Americans generate about 4.4 pounds of garbage per person every day. Now, the cost of taking this garbage is extremely high, considering there are over 100,000 garbage routes done each day and over 270,000 workers involved with the process. And knowing there are about 1,700 recycling plants and over 2,000 landfills. And the collection trucks cost about $200,000 each, and each route costs $100,000 a year. So with those numbers, you must understand the extreme cost for the government and for yourselves in terms of this garbage problem. And now I'm going to talk to you about the different costs for you personally and why it is beneficial for you to use energy from waste, and why the government should be giving you a tax benefit for doing so. Now, if you look at the stats, people pay approximately $73 per month on electric bills. And a more important stat, which will directly affect you from energy from waste, people pay an average of $170 per month for natural gas and $195 for oil heat during the winter. And from waste to waste to energy, the new, good, clean energy source, you can lower this cost for yourself. You can lower your garbage, considering each person individually approximately gives about 1 ton of garbage a year, which is, Americans put it all together, that's a lot of tons of garbage, and that is a big problem. So as you can see, the government needs to step in and give you guys tax benefits for using energy from waste, lowering your garbage per person and lowering your cost per month for energy. Now, the ways that you guys can take a stand and encourage the government to give you a tax benefit is A, demand from call your town and say, hey, I would like to get energy from waste. How do I do so? Talk to them about it. Get informed yourself. Read up on it. It's a very good source, which will continue to talk about different ways and different benefits of using good energy, clean energy from trash, and we'll show you what different groups are doing. But right now for you, in terms of the government, encourage, sign petitions, do whatever you want to do, but you guys should know that we know that using energy from waste lowers your carbon footprint, lowers the amount of trash that you give per year, and lowers the cost for you to use energy. Now, all these are 3 great pluses, and this about wraps up the first segment, what the government's doing for energy and what government's doing with garbage. Next segment, we'll be talking about the media's role in the environment and how they're talking to you and what's true and what's false, followed by an episode about corporations and what they do. So that wraps things up. That's me, Ben Gardner, representing Toxicity. Guys, clean the environment. The only way to do it is by 1 pound of trash at a time. Thank you.